I'm so sorry about that. I got a call and I really, really hate that. I've been trying to put my phone on airplane mode. Nevertheless, we ended with the Page of Pentacles. All right, so let's go ahead and start seeing what we got here for the Nine of Swords. I think we already know, but let's see. Let's ask this question for Spirit. Why? What is the obstacle? Okay, why does we feel like he chooses to sit here every night? What is keeping him from healing, from getting out, from doing what he's got to do? Let's clarify that Nine of Swords for the Divine Masculine. What is stopping him? Like, why can't he heal? Why is he still in this Nine of Swords energy? You know what wanted to slip right out of my hand? That never happens. Right, that never happens because this is at the bottom of the deck, literally the Two of Cups, okay? It's, okay, why can't he heal? Because he loves you. He wants to be with you, okay? And I do believe it's because, I don't believe that means his relationship. He's using his house as a vessel. It's like he's in his house. He knows what's popping. He knows what's going on. He's been living this. I mean, if they're married, for God's sakes, they have kids, for God's sakes, okay? But I think it's because it's like this, what's daunting on him is you. I don't believe the relationship is like a why the hell, okay? Really, let's just be honest, okay? So let's clarify some more about this Nine of Swords. You and him. It's like a what the fuck. It's like a what the hell, okay? Because where he feels so confident in venturing out has nothing to do with you. He ventures out somewhere else. Wish fulfillment. Okay, so it's his wish fulfillment to be with you, because I feel like there's a lot of resentment towards the fact that he can't feel like he can be with you. Okay, it's because there's a reason why he feels like he needs to be. So because he can't, there's resentment there, and I believe it's his wish fulfillment to be with you. Okay, but it's just not happening, and I want to know why. Should we get at the top of the deck and a shuffle? Okay, so wow, look at the Six of Cups here. Why can't that happen? Because it may feel like it's too good to be true. That love was amazing, and that love came so naturally, and it could have come at a spur of the moment, out of the blue, when it happened, okay? And it just seems like, it may seem sometimes to someone that it's not that serious to pursue, but at some point you're going to realize it is, and now you need to realize how you need to get there because of all the time you've taken to suppress that. All right, so let's see what else we get about that Nine of Swords, okay? Okay, what do we get about that Nine of Swords, Spirit, for the Divine Masculine? All right, for the Divine Masculine, Nine of Swords. Why can't he heal? Okay, I think we understand that, but I want to know. Oh my, they dunked. All right, there is a great love here, and it's a love that feels like it's been passed down, and I don't feel like he wants to also fall short of that, okay? Because I feel like he knows that everything, not necessarily that everything he gets his hands on, it fails, but I feel like he understands that there's a great responsibility here. So some part of him in this dark cloak, in this dark energy, I want to think of a Scorpio even, for this, is always focused on what they didn't do and what they couldn't prepare. So how can they do something that's destined for them to succeed? But it's almost like you're contradicting yourself. Go ahead and walk through that bridge, and those cups are going to follow regardless if you pick them up or not. But it's the point that he needs to pick them up, okay? I feel like that's what we need to understand. With this, tangible success new thing that we're coming up on nowadays, Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines, everyone who's watching, that's what this Knight of Pentacles is. It's even starting from scratch, because if something's destined to be, and you even know that you want it to be a wish fulfillment, there's no way you can go wrong, except for not picking up those cups, or except for just having pity and always looking at what you didn't do right. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's not necessarily what you didn't do right, it's what's not supposed to happen for you, or it's what you put your hands on that you didn't try so hard for. Remember, this is a natural thing. This is natural. This came natural. You two were too young to even know what anything was. Even if you were at 20 years old, I mean, it was out of the blue. Okay, that was a natural love. All the flowers are bloomed equally, perfectly, equal give and take. All right, let's clarify this Five of Cups. That's what we want to know. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to just, look, all right, I'm not gonna screw this up major. This is probably the most intense feelings this Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine has ever had for you watching, okay, that he's ever had. So it's kind of like, the pressure is on. Let's clarify this Five of Cups here. How about this Five of Cups for the Divine Masculine? The cards just need to fall into place, don't worry. Tell me about this Five of Cups. Five of Cups for the Divine Masculine. Okay, let's take that one, right? What do we have here is the Chariot. So more water energy, and it's like he wants to make these moves. He does. He wants to go straight and forward, but something is holding him back, and we know what that is. Those sphinxes and everything else, and plus more, are holding him back. His defeat, his what's the word that I'm looking for? Things that didn't work out, okay? It's his own self-conscious, it's his own confidence. The Chariot is Cancer energy. It's moving forward, okay? Because you know you're on a mission. The Book of Eli, you're on a mission, and you're not going to let all the crazy things of modern day earth and world and all the people and everything astray you. You're going to believe, you're going to have faith. You know what I mean? You're going to keep moving. Have faith in those two sphinxes, even if anything, to steer you the right direction. Look, the Ten of Wands, okay? So let's just understand about, let's see what the Ten of Wands, the Hermit. All he needs to do is just kind of go check himself out. You know what I mean? If you're going to look down like that, okay, like, shut out the world and go understand why. I feel like we all have this major problem as to understanding why we need to do things. Okay, we're all just at work working like robots. You know, I'd much rather go to work as a water sign than to go as an air sign type of thing. No offense, I'm saying this is because sometimes we do things, you know, I don't believe, you know, remember, we're clarifying this, the Swords card with emotion. So I feel like what's the problem is that the main problem is you're thinking too much. Sometimes when you go to feel, you feel, okay? But, you know, you can go wrong with either, but I feel like the mind will play tricks, and right now it's playing tricks on you, and you just need to make sure that you're moving forward. Just go, okay? Green light, green light. So you go. Let's see what this Knight of Wands is now. Oh, my. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, that would explain this Ten of Wands is now at the bottom of the deck. And it's like, you brought bad luck upon yourself, Divine Masculine, okay? You carry, so obviously with the visit, something went wrong, okay? You know, even if it wasn't a visit, it says here that, you know, with that passion and how crazed you were and how young-minded, you know, it didn't go the right way. So that just, that bad luck and that bad karma just kept going. And like I said, I believe the Divine Masculine tends to think that, you know, the Divine Feminine is really like a karmic partner. You know, as to label you that, I'm not sure, but I know he knows that you're a lot of karma. You bring a lot of karma, okay, to this situation, to this connection. Yes, a part of that is because he's still in a relationship with someone else, but maybe a part of him believes that, you know, the reason why the relationship doesn't work is because of you. So, you know, him going in as a knight was him kind of being, it's not going to work anyway. You know what I mean? Like believing that your love with him will die, and this kind of proved it. So, and it was just because of the angle that he came in as. Okay, let's see what this Page of Pentacles is about. The Three of Pentacles. So, you know, we're getting this card a lot. We're getting this card an awful lot, this Three of Pentacles. We really are in this energy. And, you know, just like the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine is not asking for help. Top of the deck, the Two of Wands. Not asking for help. Not asking his partner either. Okay? He's not asking for help. And I just do believe that, you know, this is him instead. I feel like he wants to do things his own way. Yeah. And then we have the Ten of Swords. He wants to do things his own way, so it backfires. But I don't believe he realizes, you know, that the quest for change and to change so quick has, it has a lot to do with you, but where he goes wrong is his own fault, has nothing to do with the divine feminine. And then, somehow it backfires on the both of you and the divine feminine into believing that she's the reason why it went sour. I believe it's, being scared. Back to this card. What really is he thinking about this night? Yeah, we see you love her with the Two of Cups, the Star card, choose your wish fulfillment this day. It's something about that day that really reminds him of something that maybe really hurt him, that he does not trust. It reminds him of something that he failed, that maybe he's been through before, or just the trauma that you two have been through. But I don't believe that. I believe it has something to do with before. But if there's a significant number 3, so maybe a time in his life, not necessarily a third party. It could have involved his mom and his father. And it really, there's something here. We got the 10 of Swords, and then now we have the 10 of Wands. There's something here that is ultimately betraying for him. When it means love that the divine feminine pieces together. It's not you. My name is Jasmine. It doesn't have anything to do with Jasmine per se, or Sarah being Joe. It has to do with the love that you two were destined for, that reminds. Sometimes when people get together, there's a lot of things a couple is supposed to do, and that's why sometimes you break up, because you're done reaching your potential with that person, unfortunately. But when you meet your match, when you meet your twin flame, is why we're given that saying, even a soulmate, is because we're supposed to rekindle the person in ourselves that we are supposed to lose in this life. You understand? As far as living in the world or whatever we believe in, we're supposed to stay with that person. We're supposed to be with the person who's going to keep calling us higher, or who's going to embed in us the person we were put on this earth to be. There's going to be people who are going to shy us away from that. There are going to be people who are help us to that, and there's going to be someone who keeps us there. Before we can get there, we have to realize things within ourselves, okay? And with the Two of Swords, it seems like with us in this twin flame journey as being the chosen one, we often get a rep of being kind of crazy. Sometimes I like to look at this as like the dude in like a psych ward jacket. But, we're always going to be talked to and spoken to by our spirit guides. He's in a body of water. He knows where to go. You know where to go, divine feminine. But there's always a defense mechanism up, because we're scared of reliving something that we don't even remember, that we don't even see. I don't even believe that we see it in our divine masculines. I'm watching Frasier. I love Frasier. I grew up with watching Frasier, and I don't really remember the episodes because I was so young, so I'm watching them. And there was an episode that Frasier, the main guy of the show, right, started dating a woman that looked exactly like his mother. Now, I don't have to go into that, but you can imagine all the things that he understood. Look at the World card. And there's something that we have to understand, not only about our mothers for the men and our fathers for the girls, or both, but there's something obviously about the twin flame journey that everyone is going to have in common, and it's the remembrance of the people at least who raised us. Okay, if you didn't grow up with your mom and dad, I'm sorry, whatever. Not, but there's something that about our childhood, or who we were here to become and to be. It's even harder for us if we've never lived a certain situation that we're now being brought to, but it's all a journey nonetheless, that we're going to have to sit in front of, understand, and open up to it. The more we want to deny the fact that we don't want to be with the person who we know is going to fulfill us, well, that's just your say and your karma, but don't act like you want to go and do something about it, because you're just labeling yourself a kook, not someone else. It's up to someone else to decide where they're going to go and what they're going to learn and what they're going to do, and then you can go ahead and do what you want to do with that, divine masculine or divine feminine who's watching. But here are the messages for you, divine masculines, that there's something you need to do something, and that's what you need to do. I'm not going to have anyone label me anything, and it's kind of scary when you know that your divine masculine or your divine feminine is more into life, not necessarily this. I won't go talking about the Mercury retrogrades. That's not like a conversation I like to have. I like to know that it's the spur of the moment, because it really is, and then you can understand how much more in tune you are when you kind of sometimes don't know things. But regardless of that, that's a whole nother discussion. It's a little interesting when you know that man who's denied you or been away from you for so long, has tried to make you feel like you were nothing for so long, is really in tune to what you can do for him. That's my battery. Is really in tune to his soul, a spiritual person. It's really interesting when you can understand that someone who shied you away from spirituality is very spiritual. So let's end there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.